Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about relationships, and the topic for this video is give her space, don't be needy. This is a question that was posted on my channel from a woman who asks for help so that her husband becomes a bit less clingy, a bit less demanding, and gives her space. So it's a very important topic for relationships because very frequently guys and also women will, sometimes tend to become too clingy, too attached, or too demanding within the relationship, and this creates some form of asphyxiation of the energy. Your partner might feel really totally, kind of blocked or limited within the relationship, and wants sometimes to simply have time, spend time outside of the relationship. So those dynamics kind of can create lots of trouble, lots of tension in the relationship. So the key to understand is that neediness is really a dead end, an emotional dead end. You get stuck within that position because you have very little activities or resources outside of the relationship or your couple. So the key here is to start developing new behaviors and start connecting with activities, connecting with social life outside of the couple, outside of the relationship. When you are clingy or needy, this can be expressed in a soft way, a relatively soft way. It can be simply, wanting to be around your girlfriend or wife more frequently, that's all. But sometimes if it becomes a bit more stronger, it can become, jealousy, demanding, possessive, controlling attitudes, and all that becomes more heavy. This can really be a deal breaker. If it becomes too much in a relationship, sometimes partners are going to break up over an issue like this one. So it's important to do something about it before it's too late. Now, if you are a guy who is trapped in that kind of situation and your wife or girlfriend is asking for you to change that behavior, it's important to do something about it. If you are to the extreme of being extremely jealous or being very demanding and controlling, then go back to my site and check the program for guys, which is called Jealousy, How to Deal with It for Men. It's posted at vitalcoaching.com/jealousyformen.htm. I repeat, vitalcoaching.com/jealousyformen.htm. This is a vast program. It's MP3 audios. I posted now a set of videos. There is an ebook, etc. So go to that place and get it if you feel like you are trapped in this kind of behaviors or attitudes. Now, what is going on really when you are within this needy, demanding, or clingy attitude? What is really going on? What is going on is simply that you become dependent, emotionally dependent on the relationship and on the couple. So you want to be around your girlfriend or wife all the time, and the idea of stepping away from her and simply giving her space is actually kind of a challenge because you feel a bit lost. So you have to recover your power. You have to start looking at life a little bit more from your own power perspective, power base, and start depending a bit less on your girlfriend. I mean, when you are trapped within this clinginess or neediness, you are really within this kind of dependent, emotionally dependent state, and that's not a very empowering or nice place to be in. So take a step back, really, and start developing again, new social connections and reconnecting with your sense of personal power, which does not depend on your girlfriend or wife. Okay? When you are in a relationship or when you are in a couple, you basically base your emotional foundation or your power base on two pillars, right? That's you, and this one is your girlfriend or wife. So that creates an exchange of energy that goes on all the time between you and her, and this becomes your base, your emotional base in life. So if you want to reclaim a little bit of your power, start functioning a bit more as an individual. What would you do if she was not around? What would you do if she was gone, if you were single again? Start behaving a little bit more like that, and you will see that this will allow you to recover your power quite fast. So there is more to say on this topic, of course, but I'll stop here for now. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.